I'm going to make this video short and sweet out of respect for your time. I'm going to show you how you can find an RSI oversold area of value very fast. So I'm going to pull up a chart on SIDU. This is a ticker that was running on Friday in the pre-market. It gapped up and then fell back down. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I'm going to mark the RSI for an oversold play. Look for this thing to come down into an area of value and look for a bounce scalp from there. So the way I do this is I go ahead and add the RSI, as you can see down at the bottom of my chart. This is TradingView charts. If you don't have this on your chart, you just go ahead, hit indicators, go to RSI, and it's the relative strength index. Once you click that, it's going to add it to the bottom of your chart. The settings that I have on mine are going to be different than what comes normally. So I have it set to a 7-day length, which is very important to me. This is what I've grown accustomed to trading, what I'm used to. So I set mine to a 7-day length on a close for the source, hit OK, and we're good to go. You can change the colors and the style. That's all on you. But I'm just going to double click on this RSI. And I'm looking at a 5-minute RSI. So if you look at a 1-minute RSI, you're going to see a different level. You see right here, this number is 28.55. If you hit a 2-minute, it's 26.27. If you hit a 10-minute, it's 17.65. So you can see how different time frames are going to offer different RSI values. So I'm going to switch to a 5-minute RSI. And again, that's on a 7-day source for the time length right here. So 7-day length, RSI length, 7-day, and we're on the 5-minute chart. So just going to zoom out with my mouse as far as I can. And it looks like a big mess, but that's okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look for an area of value. So I'm going to go here, grab my box, and I'm just going to look for an area of value. So I'm going to say that every time that we dip into this level is where I am looking for a possible scalp bounce using the RSI as my first indicator to enter my trade. I'll then pull up the chart. I'll look for maybe a candlestick pattern, maybe a break of 1-minute highs or a 5-minute break of highs, something along those lines. Maybe I'll look for a morning star or a doji or something along those lines. But either way, this is going to be the first alert I get. I'm looking at this to be my first eyes on the market. So it's going to alert me and say, hey, this thing's entering oversold. So what this is going to do, if I go ahead and right click on this, I can actually add a line. Let me just Alt H here, and it added a line at the top of that box. So we know anything in this box is an area of value. So I'm going to right click on that alert. I'm going to add alert, or on that line, add alert there. I'm going to do it once per bar. You can do this once per minute. You can do it however you like. This is on the RSI. I'm going to go down here. You can change any one of these messages to custom message, however you like, whatever you like it to say. I'm just going to say RSI oversold. And type here, oversold. There we go. So I'm just going to have that there and just create that alert. Now, that alert's automatically going to get sent to me on TradingView. Now, if you go into that alert, you can customize it. You can add some code, some source code in here, which will allow you to then relay that message to your Discord if you have a Discord. So it's a pretty cool feature. But anyway, and you can hit more options here, and you can actually send a text message to your phone. You can have it emailed to you. So this is great because this is going to send me an alert. I'm going to run to my computer, and then I'm going to open it up, look at the chart, and develop a trade plan from there. But I know this is an area of value because this is a historic oversold area for this stock. So that's how I determine that. So you can just click here and go to any one of these tickers. So I'll type in CYN, which was another hot stock recently. Same thing, just a whole bunch of squiggly lines. Scroll on down, you can see I already have my area of value marked. So although it's an area of value, I use just the line for the alert, and then I kind of determine where I think the area of value is. So just for a visual, you can go ahead and just put a little box here. You can say, okay, any one of these wicks or any one of these lines touch down into this box or this area of value. That's when I'm going to start watching. That's when I'm going to pay attention to the price action and to the volume following this alert. So let me get rid of that box there. And so you can see here on CYN, same thing. We had a line already on here. So let's just take a look right here. So we can see that we had a a touch right here. So I'll put a vertical line here. That way we know exactly on the chart where it was, and this is where we got that alert. So you can see how the RSI oversold alert then gave us basically the know-how to, it's time to start watching this stock. Now, this stock did basically barcode in the pre-market here, in the aftermarket and pre-market, so maybe the volume wasn't for you, but maybe you're just looking for this little scalp move here. And a lot of times, this is going to offer a RSI scalp bounce and with a minimal risk setup. So in other words, you're not entering in at high of day, you're entering in at low of day often. And so in which case it's easy for you to say, okay, I'll put a 10 or 15 cent stop loss down here where I'm comfortable, or maybe I'm more comfortable putting a wider stop loss, maybe a 50-cent stop loss. So down here at 250s where I'll cut the loss, I'm looking to get to 3 to 350, so 1-to-1 to 1-to-5 ratio. Well, in this situation, you got that. So you could go over here, you just click on that, and you got yourself 11%, and these are 5-minute candles. So this was within minutes after, or just an hour or two after your trade. So you can see how that was great. Let me just double click here. We'll look for just one more here. We can see we touched here. I'll put another vertical line just to see on the chart what that looked like. And what we can see here is this is what it looked like. So again, it oversold, it gave us the alert, and this candle right here, I'll zoom in on it, is why. It was this candle, just basically it oversold, it just sold too much is what it was. And historically, we can see just by double clicking on that RSI, zooming on out and marking our area of value, we can see where it historically likes to bounce from. So it's not that typical 30 RSI that most people have grown accustomed to and say, oh, anything under 30 RSI is oversold. Well, the problem is are you looking at a 1-minute chart? Are you looking at a 2-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, 10-minute chart? These are all different values. But on top of that, are you looking at a 7-day length, a 14-day? So you can see how everyone may have different preference for how they set their settings on this. But you can see how being under 30 really wasn't typically oversold. It was actually below, more so down here, below 15 is where it started to become oversold historically. So we'll look just one more time just to see. This is looking a little bit farther back. This doesn't work on all stocks. Often I will look for RSI scalp bounces after a stock has made its run, and that's why I picked SIDU, because it was going off on Friday, and so I want to see what happens there. So let me, this looks all wonky here. I'm missing my thing here. Here it is. Okay, so right here we can see how this is an example of how it didn't work. Okay, this is an example how that historic RSI dip didn't work out. But the thing is it wasn't gapping up before. We needed to gap up on high volume, high relative volume before we even attempt the RSI oversold. So this only works on stocks that have gapped up either yesterday, the day before, or within the past week. If you're looking at this at maybe AMD or something along those lines, higher float stock, then this may not work out. So again, same thing, same idea. 5-minute, I'm going to look for this as maybe an area of value. So anything below this, I'm looking for a possible bounce scalp on that level there. So I'm going to go ahead and look at one of our opportunities. So let's look right here on this one. So I'm going to zoom in here, add a vertical line, and again, this is on a large float on AMD, and I'm going to pull up the chart here. There it is. So this is where we got that oversold alert on AMD, and you can see how, like I was saying, on a larger float name, this RSI scalp bounce may not work. And I found that it really is, it's more successful when you use it for lower float names. And I'm talking under 100 million share float, but often I prefer to see something under 50 million or under 25 million is ideal. So you can see here on AMD, this one has a larger float. Let's see what the float is on this one. Oh, there it is. It's 1.6 billion share float. So we can see how it doesn't work on a larger float name like AMD. So I wouldn't typically use it for those, although they could still be an area of value. I mean, we see right here it touched that line that I made on the historic bounce, and it did actually bounce a little bit here, but I mean, you're looking at, if you were really lucky to get, close to the bottom here, you're looking at a 3% scalp opposed to, a larger scalp that you can get on a bigger name like CYN. We look over here at CYN and we look at that last test level here. This scalp right here, like I said, it was 3% on AMD. You're looking at 11% on this move just to here. But if you held it and maybe kept the lotto saying, okay, well, my stop loss is down here, well, this thing went all the way up to a 51% gain. So that's pretty great here. This one over here that we marked on the level or on the chart was the same thing. So if we look at the gain on this one, we go ahead and just add it here and say we get up to there. I mean, this one here, this is 100% gain in 4 days. So within 4 days of your trade, if you entered here basically using that RSI oversold as your indication, then what you can see here, zoom in, what we can see here is you never touch those lows again. So get rid of that line as well. So we never touch those lows again, and we then bounce from there. So just a quick recap. Double click on the RSI. This is using TradingView's RSI oscillator. Zoom on out with your mouse. Let me get rid of that line, and let me get rid of, well, I'll keep that one for now, but SIDU. This looks like a mess. Zoom on out, and there you go. So you mark your line, you just Alt-H, and you have an area value. So anywhere it dips into this area, you set yourself an alert, and you'll be alerted from there. So this is a great way to get yourself a nice RSI bounce scalp in a market where a lot of times some of the market is just falling red pretty fast. So that's it for this video, guys. If you liked the RSI video, I do have a support and resistance video coming out later this weekend. If I don't get to it in time, I will try to get to it this week, but it is Mother's Day this weekend. I'm going to be spending time with my wife. I want to wish my mom a very happy Mother's Day. I appreciate everything you've done for me, Mom. I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, and I want you guys to have a great day with your family. So I'll see you guys this week in the chats. Well, traders, that's the end of today's video. I do appreciate you sticking around to the end. Make sure you smash that thumbs up if you haven't already. And if you'd like to join our premium Discord, I'll leave the link in the description below. We have access to all of my custom built day trading scanners from 4 in the morning till 8 at night. Also, we have day trading chat rooms, we have swing trade chats, and I have custom indicators and scripts that I offer to all of my Discord members. So if you'd like to take part in that, I'll leave the link in the description below. And if not, then I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Thank you and have a great weekend.